are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of tonight. It's the first of four between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago. The Cubbies are looking to make history here today. Kyle Hendricks is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on it, Dan?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
On the fastball there, Trey Turner goes down for the first out of the game. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
That is third. The left field.
And here's how the Nats line up in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, the defense better be on its toes today because this lineup likes to put the ball in play. A lot of guys from 1 through 9. Good barrel awareness. Put the ball in play. Pass the baton to the next guy. Keep the defense on their toes.
0-1. Here it comes. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
The 0-2 once more. This is in the air out to right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And now at the plate here is Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
And now in the box, Matt Duffy. And he's one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now, carrying a 10-game hitting streak into this one.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
The center fielder, Mike Trout.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Into the bleachers and gone. Two-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? It's a bomb. Hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298, 17 home runs, and 33 driven in. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Gomes gathers it, and he makes the throw to first. Yelich is retired. 2 down now. 2 down, no one on base. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. That's in the basket. A home run.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Swing and a shot toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
And that brings up Javi Baez. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. And now here is Kyle Schwarber. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Strike taken up in the zone.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Josh Bell the next to hit. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's got 3 base hits in 23 at-bats. No balls and 1 strike. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Good fight to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The second baseman.
So here's Starlin Castro. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't.
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. National. Last half of the second set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone. Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Contreras is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
And now the first pitch. Kyle Hendricks started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Fred.
Back to the top of the order now, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Hot shot on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. When you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
Dero, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away, and they'll get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a single.
Hey, Dero, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Mike Trout is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0.
Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Yan Gomes is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Victor Robles digging in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Yelich is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting nine.
Stepping up is Sterling Sharp. Now here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rizzo might try to make a play on it, and foul. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail it here 3-0. And here's Christian Yelich now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The left fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
The first baseman, number 44. Rizzo.
Ready now is Anthony Rizzo. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
And it's 1-1.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
First pitch on its way. This is skied into short left center. Robles waits on it. And that will end the inning. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 3-0. Here now is Trey Turner back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And we wouldn't have expected either of these guys to really light up the gun, and they haven't so far. 89 and 90 miles an hour for their top fastballs. Next, it'll be Luis Garcia. First pitch coming. Here it is. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. There's a chopper fouled off to the left as the count moves to 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Juan Soto to the plate now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Here comes the 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The catcher, Wilson.
First pitch on the way.
Contreras.
Line drive to center field. Robles is there, and he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box, Kyle Hendricks. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Soto is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
2-0 count, the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball, and it's gone into the bleachers. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot, number 148 for his career, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the
number
3rd
7,
homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Mike Trout stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make 1 good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
In is Christian Yelich, swinging a ball hit on the ground. No hits to this point. One and one.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 1-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Anthony Rizzo would be next. And here's the 3-2 from him.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And there's a base hit on the line. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. 4 runs, 11 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. The Cubs tack on another courtesy of this. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So that'll bring up Josh Bell. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Got him to go down swinging there. Josh Bell becomes the second out here in inning number 5. Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. We'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Pulled toward right center field. Schwarber has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The batter, number 9.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. One out, nobody on. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
On his way out to the mound now, the Washington manager, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the Ivy. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Row. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Skied into straightaway right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
At the plate now, Matt Duffy. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Now a good throw-in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Number 27.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he rips it on the ground to second. And a sliding try at that one, but it'll get through for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the stretch. Too high, ball 3.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Behind 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Stepping in once again is Victor Robles. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. (2-0) to the National center fielder.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat. This guy's been really patient. Now he's in the driver's seat, sitting with the 2-0 count.
2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Number 5, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. Still without a home run and still looking for that first RBI as well. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach to their swings, the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Daniel Hudson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. He's set, and the pitch. fouled off. The 0-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And he's set down, one away.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Ian Happ.
Up next, Ian Happ, career line against Daniel Hudson. He's 1 for 3. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. One and two, here it comes. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
The batter, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez.
Javier Baez.
From the stretch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. Cubs are down in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yelich is under it. One down.
The third baseman, number 2, Luis Garcia.
So the next to bat will be Luis Garcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And now the first pitch.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. So here is Juan Soto. He's hitless in the game for the rest of his team. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
A ball and a strike now. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
Now batting.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch on its way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 home.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Here comes the 1-2. Popped him up. Gomes moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So now here is Chris Bryant. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
First offering on its way. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and...
Leading off for the Nationals, the right fielder, number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Kyle Schwarber is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Now we'll look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers, and these home fans have been treated to a real gem, as evidenced by that big oval-shaped number in the hit column on the right side of your screen. Striding in now for the Nats, Josh Bell. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. The pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Duffy ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
So next to bat will be Starlin Castro, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the AB now. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, another foul ball.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today. Pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. Well, the Birds have descended upon Wrigley. Not an uncommon sight here in the Windy City. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Matt Duffy.
The second baseman, Matt Duffy.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 27.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's 0 for 4. First pitch on the way. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Out of the yard.
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else, but on that bump right now, this has the makings of being a long game.
Christian.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
To the plate now, Christian Yelich. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Set. Here's the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Just an excellent job of bat head discipline right there. Able to go below the zone. That pitch is not a strike. That was actually a pretty nasty pitch. And he was able to go down and spoil it.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back standing. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. The relay on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the first pitch. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
The center fielder, number 16.
So he made it through 8 full innings, which is no small feat, let me tell you. But the no-hit bid will end right here as he surrenders hit number 1 here in inning number 9. Doggone, I was hoping we were going to see it that time.
Boy, what looked so promising, D-Row, heading through 8 full innings with a no-no, broken up here to start the 9th inning.
Yeah, he had A-game stuff today, Dan, without question. He needs to take a step back, grab the rosin bag a little bit, allow these fans to give him a little bit of applause, regroup, and go back at it.
Ryan Zimmerman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. And Zimmerman has a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Well, that's what wheels can do for you, D-Row. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Craig Kimbrell answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. So now to the plate, Luis Garcia, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Here now is Juan Soto, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Last strike now for the Nats. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Washington, good night.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Chicago Cubs rack up a division-leading 40th victory of the season. Kyle Hendricks earned his 9th win of the year, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the... Inside the show, here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs pounded out 17 hits in this one as they pulled away from the Nationals 7-0. The victory extended their incredible run of consecutive games with a win. The Reds racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 6-5. The Atlanta Braves put up 16 hits on the day as they sealed the game with a walk-off win against the Mets 7-6. The Arizona Diamondbacks totaled 11 hits as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 5-3. The Twins held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they dismantled the White Sox 7-1. The Tribe allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 4-2. The Mariners grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 6-4. Garrett Cole got the win, throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run as the Yankees disposed of the Rangers 5-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.